Not John Kovac, but I am proud to be giving some words to induct Triumph. This is huge. They are truly iconic. And when you look at Mississauga, what Mississauga creates, and when you heard from Donna saying that she went from playing the Bread and Honey Festival to hanging out and creating great music and performing out of Paisley Park in Minnesota for Prince, anything is possible. And that goes right into our Icon Award. So Triumph started in 1975, and talk about earning a spot not just in Mississauga's history, but in music history. They are truly a Mississauga band. And I will say, back in the 1980s, growing up here, there was a great music store on Lakeshore in Port Credit. And Rick, you might recall this. It was called Music City and Drumland. And Music City and Drumland, that was one where every time I went in as an aspiring young drummer to go and check out what was going on, who would I see put up on the wall but Guitar Clinic coming from Rick Emmett. And I'm thinking, this is amazing. These guys in the 80s were massive. And the fact that we've got this power trio coming in, not forgetting their roots, but also inspiring others and to reach for what they can feel is possible. That's unbelievable. You just don't see that. And that comes back to, I think, what Mississauga is all about. And so they've always done things that are larger in life. Performances with pyrotechnics has always been at the forefront of putting on that show that will dazzle everybody, and they've done it for years. And as mentioned, at the US Festival in 1983, playing to over 500,000 people, getting helicoptered into the stage, and you can go and see the performances now. They're back on. I think they've been cleaned up a little bit out of that kind of videotape era, and it's inspiring and amazing to watch. And this is a band that has 16 albums under their belt. They've got gold and 9 platinum records. And there was even at TIFF, which is on now, a few years ago at the TIFF Film Festival, we had Rock and Roll Machine, which was put out. It's still available on Crave. You can see this great, incredible, inspiring story that they have to be told. And so you can see this whole history of not just putting themselves out there for the world, but owning it. And really, this is something that's incredible. They've always done it bigger and better than ever, where most places go into a studio and they record their albums. They tried that and said, that sounds great, so let's buy a studio, and Metalworks became their home to go and record all of their great music. And I even had my wife, actually was a co-op student there back when she was a teenager, and has great stories to tell always from then. So this Rock and Roll Machine always fights the good fight, because they aren't spellbound to have the magic power that makes all the world a fantasy as they follow your heart, and we're all better for them as they always lay it on the line. So this power trio that is in the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, the Songwriters Hall of Fame's coming up, and also they have more accolades under their belt than you can imagine. And also this year had a #1 hit that came back during the NHL playoffs to cheer on the Leafs. I tell you, the song did better than the Leafs. And we had Lay It On the Line with an amazing performance out in Edmonton by Triumph as well. So totally Mississauga proud, very, very excited and honored to name our Icon Award for none other than Triumph. Over to you guys. Thank you.